Hi, I'd like to quickly run through the workings of a carburetor of a Honda cement mixer. This one is a Honda 2.5 G100, and after changing the carburetor, which is this one right here, this unit. In order to do this, I just removed the two M8 nuts from the side. Then the air filter box comes out, and after that I just disconnected this plastic throttle arm, and that then allows you to pop this up, leave the plastic arm intact, and then you can slide out the carburetor. I have the old one here. This is what it looks like, and this is the plastic arm I was speaking about. So in essence, really, you can just pop that off like so. There you go, and then it slides out. At that stage, there's 3 gaskets to replace, one on the gearbox, one on the guide going into the engine, and one on the engine. And it was quite tricky to take off them gaskets, so that requires a little bit of work. So regarding reassembling, I found it very tricky to reassemble this plastic throttle lever, and I had to strike it down from a manner like so just to get it on. It took quite some time, so therefore there was no real saving in time on this. This is where a lot of time was lost on this lever. So therefore, if I was doing this again, I would look at taking off the tank, because I don't believe there's any time saved leaving the tank on. The next problem I encountered was because the fuel tank was on, there's a full head of fuel coming into this. So what I did was I just put a small G-clamp on the fuel line coming into the carburetor, closed off the line using the clamp. When I was finished, then I removed it. So this was quite helpful. This worked out good, and there was no fuel lost. So just reassemble it, tighten it all down, and it was pretty good. And then to start it, there's electronic start on this one, so electronic switch up. This then is your fuel shut off, so you turn the fuel on to start it. This is the choke, so during initial startup, advance the choke forward to allow more airflow in. This is the maximum airflow, and ideally you just set up your throttle on a low throttle position, which has a limit screw which you can adjust. I have this adjusted now, just so it runs nice and smooth. So in theory, these engines seem to be all about temperature. So once you get the initial start into the engine, ideally again you would reduce your choke, which is this one, bring it back all the way in a very slow manner, and eventually you want to end up in choke off, which is fully back seated. Again, this is ideally where you want this during normal runnings, and then all you're left with then is your throttle on the back. And again, just keep winding your limit screw back until you're happy with a correct running speed, and it idles away nicely. It's a nice little project to do, and this seemed to be a good engine. And I hope this was helpful, and take care. Bye now.